The artwork in here is amazing. I'll read what she says about the Six of Wands. I mean, even like just to look in her book, like everything in the book is just so beautiful. I just love it so much. So Six of Wands, I love this card. We're going to use this for our journaling. It's time for accolades. This is the recognition of authority and accomplishment. The respect of the community has been earned. Leadership is celebrated. Overcoming difficulties to a satisfying end, having solved a difficult situation or made it safely through trouble, often by thinking outside the box. There is success and you are being heralded. If there was ever a prancing card in the tarot, this one is it. Prance. You've earned it. And false modesty never did anyone any good. One of the reasons I love this card is because my word for the year is shine. And I feel like, I have spent so much of my life playing it small, and I refuse to do that anymore. So when I saw this card and it says you've earned it, false modesty didn't do anyone any good, prance, I was like, yes, I love it. Right, Joanne? I know it's terrible. I'm afraid to look at anything. Yesterday I was watching, and I just watch her. She does a online crystal show. I used to buy a lot of crystals from her, and I just like to watch her show every week because I like to hear about the different crystals and learn about the different decks. Her name is Margaret Ann Lembo. She actually is a teacher on Insight Timer. I had her come on with me once because she doesn't do any lives, and I saw a crystal. I haven't bought a crystal from her in like 3 years. I saw a crystal, fell in love with it, had to have it. Then she had her decks on sale, so I had to buy another one. And I was like, just stop buying stuff. I've been pretty good for a while. I don't think I've bought a deck in almost a year. And I know I haven't bought a crystal in about that. Well, when I got this deck that I just showed you, my husband also bought me this. We were in Maine. I mean, come on. I saw this in the shop. Who wouldn't want that? I cannot go into these stores. I mean, look how beautiful this is. It's got like amethyst in it. It's got, what else? Chalcedony in here. It's got all kinds of stuff. I mean, look at that, right? It's stunning. I have it sitting on my desk all the time because I look at it, I touch it, I pick it up all the time. The thing is gorgeous. Right, Joanne? And here's what happened. We walk into the store. It's my birthday. And my husband is outside with Onyx. And he comes into the store and he says to the woman, whatever she wants is on me because it's her birthday. So I was just going in there to window shop. And I'm like, well, now I'm going to have to get something. Like, how could you say that to me? You know, I'm trying not to buy stuff. But I got that deck. I got a couple of decks. Got a couple of crystals. And this, I was like, oh my God, I had seen this on the woman's page the year before. And I said to her, you had these gorgeous towers. Do you have any of them? I described it to her. She showed them to me. She pulled this one out. I was like, hello, you're coming home with me. Yeah, I know. It's an addiction, right? I mean, there are worse things we could do. I guess it's okay. Oh, okay. There's another story behind that as well. My husband, thank you for saying that. My husband is not a big jewelry guy. And last year on our anniversary, when we got married, we didn't have a lot. And I had a small, nice, modest ring. But obviously at the time we couldn't afford a lot. Last year on our anniversary, it was our 13th anniversary, he surprised me with this ring. I almost passed out because it's not, he's not I don't know how to say it. He's not like a flashy, like a buy big thing kind of a guy. So the fact that he would buy me a ring that looked like that, I was stunned. And I told him that, and I said it in a joking way. I said, I didn't think I could be bought, but I think I can. You are forgiven for anything you do for the next year. Mitch says, the only deck I have is my wife's, and it's really awesome. Tarot for you and me. It's made. Oh, I think I've seen that one. I had a deck like that too. Oh gosh, I forget what it was called. I won it at a friend's raffle from her crystal shop, and I gifted it to another friend because, again, I have so many decks. If there's anybody here, I recommend. It's really beautiful. Oh, send me a picture. But can you send me a message? I can't message you, but message me, and I will. I'll send you my email because I know I'm not allowed to do that here, but I'll give you my email. And please, I would love, love, love to see a picture. I wonder if it's similar to the deck that I had won from my friend's shop that I gifted to another friend. Yeah, Peace, that was really sweet of him. We've been married now 14 years. Actually, this year he gave me beautiful earrings for my birthday because I had an amethyst earring that I absolutely loved, a set. I went to get my hair done a month ago and I lost one while I was there and I was heartbroken. And I had texted my friend who's the hairdresser and nobody could find the earring. Saturday, she calls me up, or she sends me a text. She says, "Is this your earring that you lost?" And this was over a month ago. And I was like, "Yes." I said, "Oh my God, where did you find it?" She says it appeared on her counter. Now, Saturday was also the 30th anniversary of my dad's passing. So I said to her, "You know what? It was my dad. I know it. He put that earring there." So I ran down there and I got my earrings back. But in the meantime, I did get beautiful earrings for my anniversary, which was awesome. My husband he's a great guy. I talk a lot about manifesting, and I really believe I manifested him. When we first met, we did not have two nickels to scratch together. And 14 years later, our life has evolved into something so amazing. I always encourage people to journal, to, script, write down those intentions, make those lists. I really believe in that. I don't think I would have a third of what I have right now if I hadn't believed in that. So I encourage everybody to journal and to manifest. And the new moon is my favorite time for manifesting. So please, if you haven't done it yet, now is the time to journal. Peace says, "I'm so excited. This weekend is my first." Peace, is it a year already? I feel like that was just yesterday. I remember. And in May, it'll be our 10-year anniversary of our first kiss. Oh, that's so sweet. Peace, I could swear I remember like it was yesterday that you told us you were getting married that weekend. I can't believe it's been a year. Oh my goodness. Happy anniversary. That's amazing. I love that. That is so awesome. Wow. Yeah, it's amazing. It goes by so fast. I can't, we on Valentine's Day were married 14 years, and I can't believe that either. My first husband and I were married about 15 years, and it wasn't a good 15 years. So I tell Tim all the time, my husband, I tell him that, we're doing all right because it's 14 years and I'm not looking for a way out. I tease him all the time. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. Yeah, that's awesome. That 1-year anniversary. My first year of being married to my my first husband, it was a rough year. So, and I know your first year of marriage can be hard. Fortunately, it wasn't with my current husband, but it was a rough year. I should have known, right? But I hung out for 15 years. Mitch says, "I believe once we manifest our true selves, we unlock a love magnet and our true love sticks." Yeah, I agree with you. If you are with a douche at the time, it repels. I love that. I know exactly what you mean. Hello, Willow. Did I say hello to you? And Trish, did I say hello to you? I want to make sure I said hello to all my friends. And Peace, of course. Say hello to all my friends. Aw. I'm so excited that you're here to journal with me. I was saying when I started that, I'm doing good. I wasn't feeling good earlier today, but you know what it is? I had a root canal last week, and between the antibiotics and the pain meds, my stomach was a little upset. So earlier today, I was like, I laid on the couch for a little while and was like, oh, am I going to cancel? Am I going to show up? But I saw how many people had signed up, and I was like, you know what? I'm coming no matter what. So I had a little tea and some stuff, and I'm feeling much better now. Yeah. Oh gosh. And the thing is, the root canal is not done. I have to go Monday for the other half. So I think if they had finished it and I was healing, it would be better. But it's like right now I'm dealing with like a temporary thing, and it's just the pain along my jaw I feel every now and then. So I'm still taking pain meds, which I don't want to do, but I also don't want to be in pain. And then the antibiotics that they gave me, antibiotics always mess with my stomach. So I've been taking probiotics and stuff, trying to counteract it, but my stomach still gets a little icky. But I'm feeling a lot better now because I'm here hanging out with all of you. And we're going to do some journaling. And we have a new moon, and new moon is my favorite time for manifesting. I've told you all in the past that the job that I have now, a couple of years ago on a new moon, I had written in my Moonology diary, which I do have always by my side. Love her diary. But I had written in here that I was going to get a promotion and I was going to become an Insight Timer teacher. And I did both. The Insight Timer teacher happened quicker. The promotion was a year, almost a year exactly to the date that I had written it. I still have the book, the Moonology Diary, where I had written that. And when my boss emailed me, because I work remotely, when she emailed me to say that we should have a meeting, I was like, oh God, what did I do? Because right away, of course, I assume I've done something wrong. Never have I ever, in the 8 years I've been there, gotten any bad comments, anything from my boss. But as soon as I see, like, oh, let's have a meeting, I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? Mitch says that was funny on the collaborative live the other day. You on pain meds eating spiders? I was telling my husband about that was brought up about spiders. And the weird thing is, Mitch, ever since that live, I have seen a spider in my house almost every day. And I've been sending those pictures to Juan because I told Juan that he brought the spiders out. And I don't kill them. So I've been doing what Juan suggested, which if you weren't at the live, you didn't see. Juan says that we have to be the predator, that we have to look at the spider and tell the spider, I will eat you. I'm the predator. So as a joke, the first spider that appeared, I got out my phone and I videotaped me telling the spider that I was going to eat him, and I sent it to Juan. And I said, Juan, I don't think it's working. The spider didn't leave. But then afterwards he did leave because it was either that or I was going to have to wait for my husband to come home and take the spider outside. And actually today I'm pretty sure I saw the same spider. It's one of those jumping spiders. It's not a harmful spider at all. We have a lot of spiders here. Fortunately, the really big ones stay outside because I pass out if I see them in the house. Yeah, Mitch, I think I did eat him, probably in my sleep, but I saw him today. It was either him or his twin. Hopefully I didn't eat him. It's a spider bite. No, definitely not. No, I definitely needed a root canal for a while, and unfortunately I put it off too long. And let me tell you, Mitch, I will not open my mouth now while I'm sleeping after hearing what that person said about how we eat a certain amount of spiders while we're sleeping, because I'm like, if there's anybody who's eating spiders, it's definitely me, because there's a lot of them in this house. Yeah, I don't like to kill them either. Although I do have to say, we had carpenter ants, and I had to get an exterminator for that because I live in a wood house, and they were eating the house. So I was like, or they were going to eat the house. There were so many of them. They were walking through my living room at one point, like 40 of them a day. And I was trying to chase them out of the house. And it was, I was using all kinds of peppermint sprays and stuff. It was not working. So I finally had to call a company because we live in this beautiful wood house and carpenter ants will eat it. So I had to get rid of them. But the spiders I don't touch. I usually let my husband take them outside. And if he's not here, I trap them till he gets home. But the little spider the other day, he disappeared, and it was just one of those jumping spiders, totally harmless. So I was like, you know what? We're going to coexist. I'll let you stay here. Please do not climb into my mouth while I'm sleeping. That's all I ask. All right. So we should do some journaling, right? Because I could ramble. On and on. Mira, my friend, how are you? No tears, Mira. Mira, I'm going to play your video before we I'm going to play your video now before we journal. I was going to say before we go, but I'm going to play. Mira made this awesome video to Matt's song. Let me turn off Blossom's music. Turn off my Six of Wands card. And let me find that video. I love that video so much. Let's see. It's here we go. I even put your name in there so I would remember which one it is. Mute myself. I wanted the full size one. Hold on.
Look at the flowers, they were made for you. Look at the stars, they were made for you. Breathe in the air, it was made for you. Hey, look over there, yep, that was made for you too. Look at the frogs and how they leap for you. Look at the birds and how they fly for you. Look at the wind and how it sings for you. Look at the rain and how it cries for you. Look at the sky, look at the sea, and look at the fish that swim beneath. Look at the dogs and cats that give us love and comfort when we need. Look at the birds, look at the bees, look at the plants, look at the trees. Look all across the universe and you will see that it was made for you and me. Look at the sun and how it shines for you. Look at the planets and how they align for you. Seasons come and go like clockwork every year. When Christmas comes around, our hearts are filled with cheer. Every day I see the beauty all around. From the morning sunrise to at night when it goes down. Look at the world around and receive it. Put down your phone so you can see it. Look at the sky, look at the sea, and look at the fish that swim beneath. Look at the dogs and cats that give us love and comfort when we need. Look at the birds, look at the bees, look at the plants, look at the trees. Look all across the universe and you will see that it was made for you and me. Look at the sky, look at the sea, and look at the fish that swim beneath. Look at the dogs and cats that give us love and comfort when we need. Look at the birds, look at the bees, look at the plants, look at the trees. Look all across the universe and you will see that it was made for you and me.
I love that video so much. You couldn't see because, it was blocked, but I was dancing in the background. Hey, Siba, how are you? Another wonderful teacher. Did I point out all the teachers here? Did I mention Joanne is a teacher? Siba is a teacher. And actually, Siba is going live in 30 minutes, right? Right after me. I'm going to make sure that I end on time because I love to go to Siba's, yes, in 30 minutes. I love his lives. Highly, highly recommend them. They're so relaxing. Mira says the sound on their last live was immaculate. Someone said he had to share his secret, and he did. Mira, he did share it with all of us. We've all, like, you know, a lot of us have installed it and we're using it. Trish, isn't that beautiful? Well, the song, of course, Matt does amazing, amazing songs. And the beautiful video was done by Mira, who is one of our members right here, which is awesome. Hi, Millie. Did I say hello to you? All right, friends. So who wants to do some journaling? I have a prompt for us. We are going to do, because of the new moon and it's a good time for manifesting, I thought we would do future self. Sherry says, peace, congratulations, and happy anniversary. I remember all your planning. Time flies. Yeah, right? I was saying it seems like it was yesterday. I remember it too. All right, there's our prompt for today. Like I said, we had a new moon last night. New moons are great for manifesting. I have had some amazing things come true in my life when I've journaled during the new moon. So it's list 3 things you're manifesting or growing into and tell your future self how proud you are of the work you're doing today. Yeah, Mira, I'll be there too. Absolutely. Mitch says, will you come to one of my lives when I'm... Of course I will, Mitch. Mitch, I will absolutely be there 100%. You tell me when, I will be there. I love to show up for new teachers, especially on their first lives. I have met so many awesome teachers here. Do you have any idea when that's going to happen? Have you started the process? See, we'll all be there for you. It's not going to be just me and you. We'll all be there. Yeah, you let us know when. And we will absolutely, and Mitch, send me a message so I can tell you about a couple of groups that you can join where we support teachers. Peace, why aren't you? You can be one. You know that I was the last person who thought I would ever be doing this because I'm not a yoga teacher. You know, I'm not a tarot card reader. I'm not a lot of things, but I loved Insight Timer, and I love my crystals, obviously, and my cards. But I was like, what am I going to do? How am I going to become a teacher? And that was one of the things I wrote in my Moonology, and I still have that one. I can show you. Oh, it wasn't that one. It was an older one. But I had an entry. I wish I could. Oh, wait, maybe it's this one. I have so many. I have like every Moonology from every year. Oh, this is the one. Yep, it was in Moonology 2023. And I actually wrote in there that I had a promotion and that I was an IT teacher. And that was April. And I became a teacher in May. And I got the promotion a year later on almost the exact same date, also on new moon. So listen, I'm all about manifesting. Mitch, you're manifesting at the moment. You have 5 months until you get your yoga teacher ticket. All right. We'll be there. Mira says, I started my teacher profile here, but I haven't uploaded any tracks. Feeling the same. I know what I'm not, but I need to focus on what I am. Yeah, absolutely focus on what you are. I tell people all the time, if I could be here, sitting here doing this, anybody can, because I was not, and I tell people all the time, I wouldn't consider myself teacher material, and I don't even like calling myself a teacher. I feel like I'm a guide or a facilitator maybe. But one of the problems that I have, not a problem. I mean, you guys know I use OBS, the software for collaborations, and it's a really complicated software. And people come to me all the time asking me to help them learn it. And I have tried, but I'm not a teacher. Molly, you have to run. All right, Molly. Thank you for stopping by. Susie says, I also created a teacher profile, uploaded one track, but I'm afraid to be seen. Don't be afraid to be seen. I was afraid to be seen too. I don't like being on video. I don't like talking in loud crowds. And what am I doing right now? I'm on a video. I'm talking to a crowd. Susie, my motto throughout that time when I was afraid was feel the fear and do it anyway. It's still my motto. I do things all the time that I'm afraid of. That's how we grow. You have to push yourself, like I really had to push myself to step outside my box because believe it or not, I'm actually a really shy person. Mira says you worded exactly how I feel. Yeah, don't be afraid to be seen. My word for 2025 is shine. And I told you this card. Let me put that card back up. This card that I pulled. I'm going to read it to you again. The Six of Wands. Pay attention because this message is for you. Siba says, I stream and I barely speak, right? You don't have to talk. The Six of Wands, it's time for accolades. This is the recognition of authority and accomplishment. The respect of the community has been earned. Leadership is celebrated. Overcoming difficulties to a satisfying end. Having solved a difficult situation or made it safely through trouble, often by thinking outside the box. And that's what I did when I wanted to be a teacher. I thought to myself, how am I going to do this? I have to think outside the box. So I was like, all right, I love journaling. I'll do that. And that's what I did. Journaling. I love the crystals. I used to do a lot of stuff with the crystals and the cards too. That's a lot of fun. And it says here, if there was ever a prancing card in the tarot, this one is it. Prance, you've earned it. And false modesty never did anyone any good. So be seen. There's no reason to hide, my friend. I felt the same way. I spent a lot of years playing small and not being seen. And now I just do it. Just do it. Let's see what else. Mitch says that's the definition of brave, being scared but trying anyway. Absolutely. Joanne says, me too. I loaded lots of tracks but didn't feel I had anything to offer. Right, Joanne? There's still days when I question myself. I think it was last week, I was like questioning myself. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing here? But then I just show up and it happens and it's great and I love it. Siba says, thank you, Mira, today. It'll be nice to. Yeah, and I'm keeping an eye on the time because I want to go to Siba's live at 5. It's 5 p.m. Eastern for me. So I'm going to put a little time on the clock. Feel free to keep writing in the chat. I'm going to share that journaling prompt because I want you to manifest, all right? Those of you who are afraid to do things, manifest with me. Imposter syndrome is real. Thank you, Susie. Thank you for saying that. Susie, I have imposter syndrome, I would say at least once a month. So we can do it. So we're going to journal. We're going to manifest. New moon, great time for manifesting. Amazing, amazing things have happened in my life because of this. And I'm here to tell you it's real. I'm going to put a little bit of time on the clock and I'm going to put some music on and we're going to or feel free to keep chatting too. That's fine. All right, I kept it to 5 minutes because I want to make sure we end on time so we can go to Siba's live. Does anybody want to share what 3 things they're manifesting? If you wrote anything down? Of course, it's Blossom Violet's music. Who else's music do I ever play? Besides Blossom and Matt, I should say. Matt's videos I play all the time, and Blossom's piano music always. That is Dance of Inner Peace, which is, of all the tracks that she has uploaded, that one has remained my favorite, and you will hear it in so many of my journaling tracks. She's awesome. She lets me use her music, and I have a lot of music from our collaborations that she's let me use for my background for my journaling tracks. But Dance of Inner Peace is my all-time favorite. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I'm going to write the name down here. I wish we could share cards for tracks, but it is on Insight Timer. I'm pretty sure it's probably one of her most popular tracks. They're all gorgeous, but I don't know. There's just something about that one. I always use that one for journaling. Sometimes I use it at night to go to sleep. I also use, Matt has one called Wonderland. I'm going to write that here too. And I have a playlist. If you want to find it, you can find it through my profile. And Wonderland is the first song on that playlist. Every night I go to sleep listening to that song. And I fall asleep pretty quick, probably because I'm a night person. So even though my playlist has like, I don't even know, probably like 100 songs on it, the 100 tracks, I don't think I make it past the first one. So every night before I go to sleep, I'm hearing Wonderland. Joanne says, just saw this, Mira. Thank you so much. I do record them and put them on the tube. Mitch says she's a good egg, a wizard or witch. I tell her all the time she's a magician, because to be able to sit at a piano and just improvise like that, I mean, that's amazing. That's a gift. Yeah, endless magic in that little body. Absolutely. I agree with you. She's probably still sleeping. I'm looking at the time here. It's, it's like almost 8 a.m. in Sydney, where she is. It's 7:45. I actually have a clock here to tell me the different time zones, because I like to know what time it is in Australia, because we have so many people from Australia, and I like to know a couple of other locations. I have them listed here. But she's probably sleeping because she's like me. We're always up a little too late. I've been trying this week to go to bed early, only because I haven't been feeling great, because again, the root canal. Mira says, I didn't know that, Joanne. I'll go check them. Okay, I have to scroll back. What did I miss? Was it about Joanne's tracks? Maybe? Oh, that they're recorded. Yes, right. Yes, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The replays. A lot of us do replays in that other place, and you can find them. I'm actually dual streaming right now because, we've had so many issues with sound and other things, but I am using the hack that Nathan from Wakes came up with for sound, and I muted myself while other things were playing, and I listened, and the sound is incredible. Another magician, the Wakes. I'm sure you know the Wakes. I don't think they go by the, it's just Wakes. They, they do their amazing sound baths and everything we have so many amazing teachers here. I can't even begin to talk about all of them, because there's just so many. One of the things that I love to do is collaborate, and I have one coming up. I want to put this card up. The 3 musicians, Matt, Blossom, and Juan, we invited 4 poets, and we have who's my favorite teacher? Oh, that's a hard question. Siba, I want to say, I hate to pick a favorite because there's so many that I love, but Dakota is definitely on the top of that list. Dakota, and in fact, I have Dakota's card for her next live here too. but I'm going to put her name in here. It's Dakota Earth Cloud. And speaking of Dakota, I am so excited. After the live, yes, her journeys were amazing, right? After the live that I did with Dakota this past weekend, we talked for a while and she asked me if I would collaborate with her. And hello, of course I said yes. So on April 24th, she hasn't posted it yet. We are going to do something together. It's going to be a panel of 4, me and her, and we'll invite monthly. We'll be inviting 2 other guests. And the first one is April 24th. And I am beside myself. I'm so excited that she and I are going to be collaborating. And what's even cooler is that she also is good with technology. So I don't have to host. She's going to host, which is awesome. I can't wait for that. And as soon as she posts that, I'll be sure to share that with everybody. Oh, the after party. Yeah, Dakota's amazing. So I was saying on the 26th, I'm doing a collaboration with poets and the musicians where the poets read their poetry and the musicians will improvise music. That's going to be amazing. Juan does that one-on-one. I had asked him if he wanted me to host any of those for him, and he said he would love to do musicians and poets, and I said done. Scheduled it March 26th. And then Dakota has another immersive journey. I'm going to put that card up also on the 26th, 3 hours before this. That's her next immersive guided journey. I love those. You know, I work during the day and I always make sure that I am free at that time so that I can attend her lives. So when she asked me if I would collaborate with her, I was like, absolutely yes. Didn't even have to think about it. And the collaboration I'm doing with her is going to be April 24, which is a Friday in the US, and it's 6 p.m. Eastern time, which is, I don't even know what 6 p.m. Eastern time is in Australia. Maybe, let's see, it's 8 now. 9 maybe? So maybe it's 9 a.m. in Australia on Saturday. But I'm so excited for that. She hasn't posted it yet. As soon as she does, I'll be sharing that card with everybody as well. All right, I'm keeping an eye on the time. I'm being good because I want to go to Siba's live, which starts in 10 minutes. But let's see, do we want to play another video? Because, you know, I love Matt's videos. What else do we have? Any requests from those of you who have been to all of Matt's lives and have heard? I have at least 11 of his videos. Joanne says it's Sydney. It's coming up on 8 a.m. here. New Zealand coming up at 10 a.m. Okay. All right. So good. So then that means that the live with Dakota is going to be also at a good time for those of you who are in Australia and New Zealand. It's going to be evening, New York Eastern time, and it's going to be morning for those of you on the other side. So I know that's going to be amazing. And she posts anything and, 300 people sign up immediately. So that is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. All right, friends. So as we close out, what shall I play? Oh, have you guys heard the Peace? It's called Peace Freak Anthem. It was, the voice is Nicole Batiste, who's also another teacher here. I'm going to put her name in the chat. It's another video from Matt. And it's called Peace Freak Anthem. I love that one. Maybe I'll play that one as we sign off. I'll keep chatting. I'll keep typing in the chat while we listen.
I'm a freak, I'm a vibe, I'm flying high.
Okay, you showed up right on cue. We were talking about you because, of course, in the background, I was playing Dance of Inner Peace. And I told everyone how much I love your music. And it's the only music I use in any of my tracks anymore. And then I looked at the time and I said, oh, it's almost 8 a.m. So she's probably still sleeping because we're both night people. And I think you were up late last night. I was in bed by midnight. The night before I was in bed by 11, but it's only because, with the whole root canal thing, I haven't been feeling too great. So I keep taking pain meds and they make me sleepy. So that's been putting me to sleep early. But I recall, Blossom, that you said you were going to start going to bed early and you were going to become a morning person. 6 hours of sleep, you're still in bed. Yeah. I figured you were probably still sleeping. I try to get up around 8, but that's because I have to work. If I didn't have to work, I'd probably be sleeping a lot later. On weekends, I stay in bed till like 10. I told you, Blossom, don't fight it. We're night people. We can't fight it. And Siba, yes, we will see you in your live. We'll see Siba in his live in 4 minutes. I'll be there. I promise. All right, friends, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you, all of you, for joining. Thank you, Blossom, for making your entrance. People were asking about your song that I was playing, which, of course, I told them, Dance of Inner Peace, my favorite. I was telling them that of all the tracks that you have uploaded, that one remains my favorite. I think that one will always be my favorite. And I mean, I love all of your music, but that one is still my favorite. And then Siba put me on the spot and asked me who my favorite teacher was. And I told him that that's a hard one to answer because I have a lot of teachers that I love. But I said Dakota is definitely up there on my list of favorite teachers. And she invited me to do a collaboration with her. And I'm so excited because we're going to do that April 24th, which is the 25th for you. It's 6 p.m. in the U.S. for me. So it's going to be, I don't know, 9 or 10 for you. I am not sure about the time. Not sure about the time zone there. It's an hour from now. So if it's, what time is it there now? Oh, it's 8 now. So it'll be 9 a.m. for you. Okay. And what's awesome is that, she's great with tech, so I don't have to host. She is hosting. She knows how to handle all the Zoom and the collaborations and all that. So I finally get to just sit back and relax and just be a participant, which I'm really excited about. Not that I mind doing collaborations, I love them. But when I'm running OBS and I'm looking at all the other screens, I get so distracted. So I'm excited to just chill out and just be there and pay attention. All right, friends, thank you all for joining. 2 minutes till Siba's live. So I know I'm going to see a lot of you over there. Thank you to all the amazing teachers who joined us. Blossom, Joanne, Caitlin. Who else was here? Give a shout out if you're a teacher. I know I said hello to all of you. I might have missed some. Obviously, Siba. I'm scrolling back up. Okay, if you're a teacher, just say so. You're still writing. I know, Joanne, I'm sorry. We get to talking so much. I feel like I never leave any time for writing. It's like, I'm like, all right, let's be quiet for like 5 minutes. But we just keep chatting. And that's okay because, I love to chat. Yeah, have a great day, afternoon, and night. So, Joanne, keep writing. Keep manifesting that new moon energy. I love it. All right, friends. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to end this.